The entertainment world thrives on moments that dazzle and then vanish. Stories that rise like firework trails only to disappear suddenly into the dark sky. Few stories are as haunting, mysterious, and shocking as the disappearance of Jung Jae-won, better known as Won. Once hailed as one of the most promising talents in South Korea, an artist who could both spit sharp verses and capture hearts on screen, his silence since the late 2010s has left fans stunned. Why did Jung Jae-won disappear right at the very moment when the universe of fame seemed to revolve around him? And what secret, so earth-shattering, lies buried beneath his absence? This is a mystery that continues to shake not only fans but the very foundations of an industry built on constant visibility. At the height of his fame, Jung Jae-won was not just another rookie clawing for attention. He was a phenomenon. His first brush with the public eye came as part of the hip-hop duo One Punch in 2015. Alongside Kim Samuel. The duo was short-lived. It served as the opening chapter of a much larger story. His real breakthrough arrived with his appearances on the competitive rap show Show Me the Money. Season 4 introduced him to the wider public. But it was Season 5 that turned him into a household name. His collaboration track Comfortable with Simon Dominic and Gray wasn't merely popular, it achieved an all-kill on Korean charts. Overnight, Jung Jae-won was the talk of the nation. The industry heavyweight YG Entertainment quickly took notice. Signing with one of Korea's most powerful agencies seemed like the perfect match for an artist as versatile as Jae-won. Under YG's wing, he expanded into solo projects and, significantly, interacting. His roles in dramas like A Korean Odyssey, Room Number 9, and Her Private Life, as well as his starring role in the film Goodbye Summer, proved he wasn't just a rapper, he was a multidimensional entertainer, capable of shifting between music and screen with ease. The future appeared limitless. He wasn't just chasing fame, he was crafting a legacy. And then came the silence. After 2019, there were no new singles, no albums, no acting roles. His social media activity froze. A digital time capsule that only deepened the sense of absence. For fans, it was shocking not just because he stopped producing, but because he left no explanation. History that once celebrated him moved on. By 2020, it was as though Jung Jae-won had evaporated, leaving behind only echoes of his voice, and grainy video clips replayed endlessly by loyal fans. Speculation filled the vacuum. Some argued he was simply exhausted. The grueling schedules of Korean entertainment are notorious: endless rehearsals, strict diet regimes, packed filming calendars, relentless scrutiny. Alt has claimed many artists before, so it was not unthinkable that Jae-won had chosen retreat over collapse. Yet, there were no official statements, no farewell notes, no goodbye stages, only silence. It was whispered of creative frustration. YG is both a kingdom and a cage. While it has propelled many stars to global stages, it is also infamous for its rigid control over artists. Could Jae-won, a self-proclaimed songwriter with dozens of unreleased songs according to insiders, have grown weary of being told what to release, how to perform, and what image to maintain? Some believe his silence was less about withdrawal and more about rebellion, a refusal to compromise his artistic integrity. Still, there were darker theories. Whispers of personal struggles grew louder. Culture where discussions of mental health remain hesitant. Fans dissected his last appearances for clues. His tired eyes and quiet demeanor signal something deeper? Depression, anxiety, perhaps even an identity crisis? The thought that one of the brightest stars could be silently battling inner demons only intensified the sense of mystery. Then came the photograph. In June 2024, a blurry image surfaced online, a man resembling Jung Jae-won standing at a bus stop. The internet erupted. To some, this was comforting proof that he was alive, moving quietly through the world like anyone else. To others, it was unsettling. How could someone who once commanded the stage now be reduced to an anonymous figure on a street corner? The picture underscored the surreal nature of his disappearance. The star still existed, but in a realm far removed from the stage lights. Industry insiders began to murmur. In July 2024, a producer who had once worked with YG revealed to a small group of fans that Jae-won still has a treasure chest of unreleased tracks and was waiting for the right moment. The statement ignited fresh hope. Could it be that his silence wasn't an ending, but a strategic pause before a grand rebirth? The very idea that Jae-won might return with music unlike anything the industry had heard before electrified his fanbase. Yet, the silence endured. No announcements. No official updates. No comeback teasers. Just rumors, speculation, and a community of fans oscillating between hope and despair. Online forums filled with messages like "We miss you. Jae-won and come back when you're ready." He had become a phantom idol. Remembered not for scandals but for absence. A ghost haunting the industry's memory. What, then, is the earth-shattering secret behind this disappearance? According to several quiet but credible whispers, the secret lies not in scandal or failure, but in a radical choice. Jung Jae-won may have chosen self-preservation over self-destruction. While many idols push themselves until they break, they have walked away deliberately, trading glory for peace, fame for anonymity. Under his own label, Private Only, in 2019. A symbolic gesture that spoke volumes. It was not just a business move, it was a declaration of independence. Those close to him insist that he wanted to create on his own terms, away from the suffocating expectations of the mainstream. In essence, he didn't vanish, he reinvented. This choice, if true, revolutionary in a culture that often demands constant output. To step away at the peak is an act of defiance against the very system that made him. It is also terrifying. It means letting go of the momentum that countless others would kill to have. Yet, perhaps this is the essence of the secret, that Jung Jae-won's disappearance was not a tragedy, but a rebirth hidden from public view. Fans may wonder why he would deny them his presence. Perhaps he was denying the industry's right to consume him until nothing remained. In this light, his silence is not absence but resistance. The vanishing act becomes less of a disappearance and more of a revolution. One that demands we reconsider what it means to be an artist in a world that equates existence with visibility. And still, the mystery lingers. Could he be preparing a comeback? Waiting for the perfect moment to unleash his hidden music? Is he living quietly, far from cameras, to let his legend grow in absence? Or is he silently rebuilding, ready to shock the world with a masterpiece that will justify his years of silence? The truth, perhaps, is all of these at once. Jae-won's disappearance is not a closed case but an ongoing narrative. It is the story of an artist who chose silence over compromise, ability over exploitation, mystery over mediocrity. And if the whispers are true, the earth-shattering secret is that he never really left, he has simply been waiting, creating, and preparing for the moment when he decides the world is ready again. That day arrives. Fans will continue to whisper his name, replay his old tracks, rewatch his dramas, and wonder about the man who vanished at the peak of his career. And when he does return, whether tomorrow, next year, or never, one thing is certain, Jung Jae-won will remain unforgettable. The star who chose to disappear not because he was defeated, because he refused to be defined by anything less than his truth. Thank you to every reader, listener, fan who has kept Jung Jae-won's name alive through silence and absence. Your unwavering love, your tireless curiosity, and your heartfelt messages, "We miss you, Jae-won," are the reason his story continues to echo across time. This article exists not only to uncover mysteries, but also to honor the loyalty of those who never stopped believing. May your voices reach him, wherever he is. May the day come when the curtain rises again, and he sees just how many hearts never let go.